Our soup is boiling over with some unique ingredients. Hi, I'm Julie Fei Fan Balzer, and don't be afraid to get a little bit messy as we stir up great mixed media techniques. With me is the uber talented Kathy Cano-Murillo. Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Julie. Thanks for having me.
Of course, and you have brought with you this fantastic scrapbook page that is chock full of techniques. Will you tell us a little bit about it?
Yes, I would love to share this project with you. So this page is themed around my art collective in Phoenix. We're called the Phoenix Fridas, and it's a bunch of friends of mine that got together and we're crafty and artsy, and we're celebrating 10 years. And I thought I'd make a page that showed off our style and our smiley faces and our love for Frida.
The reason you're called the Phoenix Fridas is because of?
Because we all connect with Frida Kahlo in some way, shape, or form. Some of them it's activism, some it's the artwork, some it's embroidery and crafting. So that's the one thing that ties us all together. We're all very different, but that's what unites us.
And I see you have a picture of Frida, in fact, on the page. Very, very cool. So first, let's talk about this awesome drip background you have here, because these drips look so clean and neat and brightly colored. How did you do that so nicely?
Well, it's a really easy technique. I wanted to achieve kind of like the beautiful tragedy of Frida's life with bright colors, but a little bit of chaos going on. And with that, I just took some acrylic paint and squirt a little bit in your dish, and the trick is the water.
Okay.
So you want to load your brush up with a lot of water to make it super,
nice
super
and
water.
soupy.
Yes. Soupy, I like that.
Well, it is scrapbook soup.
Yes, fits perfectly. And then I'm just going to hold up my page, and I'm just going to let it drip.
Ooh, look at that nice drip. That's beautiful.
The secret, actually, I love using all of these bright colors, but you want to let them dry in between. If you don't let them dry, you know, we can't control the way that the drip runs, so the colors could run into each other and make
actually,
new colors.
I know that you
bad.
have some examples right here, and I will take this wet one from you and give you this one, and where you had some drips that were in fact melded together a little bit, like I see right there.
Actually, I like them. Yes, over here, and there's also some over here. So each one comes out with its own personality, which I really, really love. Now, one tip: you see the Frida picture that I have.
I do see that big Frida picture right there.
And the secret to this is you want to leave an open space. So when we put the image transfer, it will shine through. It's okay if a few little drips show through.
Oh,
but
I see what you're saying, because right here on your finished layout here, I see that there's a drip running through her head right there. And you're saying that if you want to avoid a lot of those,
right,
then because the transfer is going to be a little bit transparent.
Right.
Right. Okay.
And that's the idea. Is I couldn't find Frida Kahlo scrapbook paper. I decided to push myself and draw my own interpretation of Frida, because I think that's what she would want from us, is to do our own art style. So after I drew this, I painted it, and I reversed the image in my computer program, and I printed it on this
Why did you reverse your image?
Okay, the reason I reversed it is because I'm printing it on this decal paper. And the decal paper, once it prints out, you put the adhesive on the front side, and then after that, you put it onto your paper. So it's going to be reversed.
Because I see, again, this one faces this way, but your finished one faces the other way. So if you had words or text in particular, this would be really important.
Very important tip, yes.
Okay, so I've heard about the magic of this transfer, but I want to see it.
Okay.
And so I'm going to give you this, which I know you've cut out, and I'm going to give you, did you have a preference on which of these you would like, madame?
I'm going to go with this one.
Okay, there you go. The top one, which is always the easiest, right?
So I'm just going to set this here, and the trick, I'm using spray adhesive.
Okay.
So spray adhesive can be a little tricky. As long as you know what you're, ahead of time what to do. What I do is I use it in a well-ventilated area. I'll go on my porch in a cardboard box and spray it in there.
That smart.
That way it's not in the house, and it's very sticky, so you want to make sure not to get it on your fingers.
I was going to say that's the other thing. If you spray like on top of your thing,
everything else will be sticky.
Everything is going to be sticky. Okay.
So today we have this easel set up with a board, and I'm just going to give it some light sprays.
And now you're just spraying over the entire surface, and would you say you're about 6 to 8 inches away from it, something like that?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Do you have to have any dry time on this, or do you just spray and go?
I let it set about maybe 5 or 6 seconds. You want to spray on the printed side.
That's important.
And we're just going to set this down.
face down, and you're just going
burnish
to rub.
it with our fingers.
Now I remember I did ask you if it needed to just be spray adhesive before we started, and you mentioned that you had this example, which
Yes.
you used a different kind of adhesive.
Trial and error, baby. Trial and error.
You're a crafty,
Yes.
like, mad scientist. Okay, so tell me about
this.
this.
I tried a glue stick, and it came out with a totally different technique. I didn't really like it. I wanted a smooth look. So
Right,
that
I
is,
see the streaks in here, which would be cool
Yes.
for a different application.
Yeah,
It
it's
sort of
all
looks
whatever your
painted
preference
or
is.
something. Look at you
here,
peeling
I'll peel it.
that back. That is amazing. So all you did was burnish, in other words, rub,
Right.
and you're able to immediately pull that off. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
look at how gorgeous
Oh
that
my!
looks.
I don't even know. Oh my God! Move out of the way! I want to. This is amazing. And look
it's
at
so
those
easy.
drips
It
through
just
there.
took a few minutes to put that together. And if you
Oh.
wanted, you could embellish it with glitter or gems or even more, whatever
So
types of
cool.
sparkle
you
that
put
you
some
wanted.
dimensional flowers, use
Yes.
glitter glue, whatever.
Yes.
That's so interesting. And of course, because it's a transparent transfer, you get to see whatever's there. So if you transferred it onto like a book page, you'd see the words
Yes.
through or whatever else. Okay, so I know that there are a couple other cool techniques on your layout. Will
what
you
I
just talk
did,
us through?
I used some glittery paper to
Glitter.
back up the picture of our group.
Which I noticed you also raised on some foam adhesive. And why did you do that?
I just love dimension and texture. The more it pops out, the better. In life and in scrapbooking, right? And then I drew some banners and I cut these out on my electronic cutter, and I used some glittered paper, and then I just wrote Phoenix Fridas, and I added some flowers, and up here I wrote established 2004, and I really just wanted it simple, but still it has a lot of detail on it, so we have that one nice juicy picture of all of our group with Frida at the forefront.
It feels to me like she's watching over you, which I think is amazing.
Yes, I hope she would be proud.